Never heard it.
Yeah, like,
Boat
let's get
this
get her
bass.
done. Let's boat this bass. Let's get the fish
Let's
in the
get the
boat.
fish in the boat. Okay. Well,
Like,
we're gonna
we
do
caught
that
the
today.
fish. Now we got to land it in the boat. Let's boat this bass.
Okay, let's boat this bass, baby.
Okay.
That's an alliteration too, right? Boat bass baby.
Boat bass baby
Bass
on
baby.
the dance floor. Waka waka. All right.
So
Good
how
morning.
was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. How was yours? We had a big
Yep,
breakfast. And instead
you
of doing
did it.
dinner, we did breakfast and with
Perfect.
mimosas. So I was drunk by
Oh,
10, back in bed by
perfect.
11, took a nap till
Nap.
1, got up, we took the dog for a walk, and then just kind of just hung out the rest of the day and then ate again and went to bed. I made the stuffing patties. They were
Oh, they're good, aren't they?
delicious. Delicious, yep. So, good
I
recipe. How
actually,
was yours?
we, yeah, I actually made the stuffing patties on Wednesday because Zach was over and I was like, I'm like, I have the stuff, you want them now? And he's like, all right. So we just made them Wednesday afternoon. I got up and went to church with PC, my mom, Priscilla, and then came home and the kids just stopped by. They didn't hang out. And then Becca came over late, like for her second meal at like 5:30 or 6. I made bolognese and we had pasta. Pasta.
Nice.
Well, I don't really like turkey that much, so yeah, pretty low key, pretty
Yeah,
cash.
yeah. I do have to sprinkle in a little bit of Christmas hate right out of the gate here.
Let's do
I
it.
think that needs to happen each episode until Christmas. So I was going to work on Friday morning, and it was 5 a.m. and I happened to pass by my local Target store and kind of forgot that it was Black Friday. I'm like, what are all these cars doing here this early? Oh, the line of people was all the way down to the other end of the shopping center. And I thought, oh boy. Well, then I come to find, as I'm scrolling through the tickety talks,
Mhm.
apparently they gave out swag bags to the first 100 shoppers.
More like
And
bags of shit.
yep, only 10 of those bags per store had anything of value that anyone would want, like Beats headphones or like a Dyson hair appliance or like a slushy maker or some kind of ninja appliance. The rest of it was a big iridescent tote bag, reusable shopping bag with a deck of Uno cards, like a Halloween size thing of candy,
So
and
dumb.
like random little cosmetic samples, like a shampoo bar or something like that. And people are pissed that that's all they got. They are borderline vitriolic, I must say.
Write that one down. I like that one. Vitriolic.
Um, and so I had to kind of laugh, but it was a full bait and switch. People are mad. They were promised $99 worth of like goodies. And honestly, I think what Target did, when you walk into a Target store and there's that big clearance section in the front
Mhm.
that you kind of maze yourself through, they took
Yeah,
all that and just threw it in bags and said, "Here you go. Oh,
100%.
we got rid of all that shit. Look at us.
Yep. Yep.
We got rid of all of it." So, yeah, that's so my Christmas hate is directed at the retailers, not at people who enjoy and love Christmas and celebrate it, and it's a big deal for them. It's at the greedy ass retailers that just, you really pissed off your customers and you probably lost quite a few. So, just saying.
They didn't lose. No, I don't think they lost any. People be, I'm not going to go to Target ever again. And then
They'll
two
be
weeks
there
later,
next
they'll be
week.
like, yeah, it's,
Yeah.
I,
But
I
it's
mean,
lame.
yeah, for sure. And I mean, hats off to the people who like go hard when they have been wronged and they really, or the people that are like, I'm not going to buy from these 15 companies because of, and they actually stick with it. Like, I am
Right.
all for it. It's
People with
just so,
principles.
for sure. Yeah. Wait, can I write that one down?
Principles.
Um, yeah, it's, I mean, I applaud them. I think that's great. I think too many people say they're going to do it and then they
Right.
don't. The the
It
the
takes
reality,
effort to have
it takes
principles. It really
effort.
does.
It does.
But I heard that like Lowe's they were giving out
Oh
pizza
yeah.
to people in line
Yep.
and drinks, and people actually won like washers and dryers and
Yeah.
refrigerators and like good stuff. Like they made it worth your while to get out of bed at 3 o'clock in the morning and come down and spend your money in their store. Like, hey, we're going to be nice to you for choosing us to spend your money. You could go anywhere you want. And Target, not so much.
The reality is that 90% of everything in the world is owned by the same thing. The same
Capital Investment Group.
three. Yeah, it's the same one. It's over and over and over and over. Like you can't escape it. If you can't, like the Amish probably can, but it's you can't. You can try. You can do your heart. You can do your best. I try and support my local small business. Let me tell you, when I was
Tell me.
driving, I'm telling you, here's my sharesy for the day.
Okay, let's get into it.
A, support small business. B, create your own traditions. I think collectively the world can agree pie is not the best dessert. It's not. You can like it. It's not the best dessert. It's not. It's not.
It's not. And, I think it was Jim Gaffigan did a thing about pie. He said, birthday cake, yay! Birthday pie, someone was drunk in the kitchen.
Right.
I mean, the pie is just a vehicle for the whipped cream that you put on top of it.
100%.
Yeah.
As I was driving to my small business, Monster Muffin, to pick up some mini muffins to bring to my mom, because they're delightful. Oh, they're so good. There was a line of probably 150 people around the Marie calendars. First of all, they're still in Marie calendars. Shock number
I know,
one.
right? I
Shock
thought
number two. Like, I get your traditions.
I think just the pie
Make a
shops are the only
new-
ones
Ugh.
left.
Like,
And
if
you
you're
know,
gonna get
how
right,
far in advance they had to order those pies? Like
they
3
didn't
months
make
ago.
them all that morning. They didn't make them all that morning, and they're not fresh baked pie. There's some sort of mass manufactured bag full of goo that they dump in. Like,
Yeah.
there's also small little businesses where you could go buy your local pie or get a dessert that people actually want.
Cheesecake?
So just Monster muffins, cinnamon
Monster
rolls,
muffins?
cookies. Oh, the muffins were good.
Ah.
So I got 6 little mini muffins, some to take to my mom's, some to have here. They had an almond croissant muffin.
Ooh, that sounds good.
So good. And I got an apple pie muffin. Fantastic. Pumpkin cheesecake muffin. Oh, they were so good. So good. So I would like to challenge people to go out there, create your own new traditions that do not include pie.
I hear you on that one. And our friend Garen on
Oh yeah.
I'm Delicious,
Yes,
he
with
tried
his
pumpkin pie for the first time.
what did he call the
And
canned stuff?
I don't know.
It's not
But
it'll come to
he
me.
was kind of apprehensive, and he tried it with the like Ready Whip out of the can
Yeah.
whipped cream, and then also with real like clotted cream that you'd put on, a scone. And he said he had a little issue with the texture.
Yeah.
He said it's okay, but the texture's kind of funky, but definitely better with the real cream rather than the cream out of the fake cream, the out of a can.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, pumpkin pie. My mom always just got Mrs. Smith's pies. She's like, I don't have time to bake pies with all the other stuff I'm cooking. So, and that's the only time that we would ever eat it. But she would also have a different kind of pie along with it, like an apple or something else. But yeah, pie it has its place. Like,
It's fine.
when we took our trip to the Grand Canyon a few years ago, it was late in the day. We weren't really hungry, but I'm like, we got to eat something because we got to drive And I just wanted a little
There's
something. And
there's not
there
going to
was
be
a
anything
little,
on the way.
right, there wasn't a whole lot available. And I said, oh, look at that place is cute and they have pie. Let's just go sit down and share a slice of pie. And it was delicious. It was like one of those little country kitchen type of places with a little gift shop. And
Perfect.
it was perfect. They had like a million different kind of pies. And I was like, they're known for their pies. Let's just sit and have a slice of pie.
Sliced pie.
That's when it's good, but yeah,
I'm not
pie.
anti-pie. I'm just saying it's just so much better. People get so caught up in the like, well, we have to have pumpkin pie. It's tradition. Well,
Yeah, no, you don't.
Create a new tradition. You
And
don't
there's
you
a
don't
lot of
have to do
bad
it.
there's a lot of bad pies out there.
There's a lot of bad
You
pies
got to
out
kind
there.
of work to find a good one. And when you find a good one, if that's your jam, God bless you.
Stick with it.
But
Stick
yeah,
with it.
like a giant cinnamon roll with all that extra goo on it, or like just a cake, or
Homemade
something,
chocolate chip cookies and a scoop of ice
cookies,
cream. Mm, 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 mm.
brownies with ice cream
Oh,
and
yeah.
chocolate syrup. Okay, now I haven't eaten really.
See?
I had a banana this morning, so now I'm starving for
A piece of
cake.
toast.
Um,
So that
yeah,
yeah, so let's support local business and let's create new traditions in life that you don't have to have turkey.
yeah.
Right. I had made bolognese. We had fresh homemade pasta. I didn't make the pasta. I bought fresh homemade pasta from the farmer's market, and we had a big green salad. I made homemade Caesar dressing. The bolognese. It's just so rich
That
and
sounds
meaty
good.
and delicious, and it was fabulous.
Yeah, I had breakfast. I didn't
Oh, it was
have a
so
big
good.
dinner because
Yeah.
I thought, let's have a big breakfast, get it out of the way, and then just do whatever we want the rest of the day, which was essentially napping, getting up, eating, and then going to bed.
Yep.
All right, so my caresy is I went out last night. I know, big news, big news. It was our local light parade downtown, kicking off the Christmas season with all the stuff that they do. And so we were eating dinner, sitting at the bar at the place where we were eating dinner. And the waitress comes up to the bartender and she says, yeah, can you make a non alcoholic espresso martini? And the bartender looks at her
I
and
mean, a
she
cup of
says,
coffee.
no, I can't. What does she want? Just an espresso? Well, no, that's what she ordered. She's like, I can't make anything back here non alcoholic that's already got alcohol in it. And so they kind of
Coffee in
went
a
back.
martini glass.
I'm like, does she just want an espresso? That's cold? I mean, I don't
Sure.
know.
Yeah.
So they went back and forth, and I kind of was like, well, that was weird. And then this morning I thought, you know what? I bet that exists. And this person was like, can I get a non alcoholic espresso martini, please? And it does exist.
Of course
And
it
it's
does.
basically a fancy coffee
Yeah.
with espresso, some type of cream of some sort,
Yep.
and then like something to sweeten it. And
Yeah.
they come in like pre-mixed cans. It's a thing. And I was like, okay, yeah.
It's Starbucks and it gets cold. It's Starbucks in a martini glass. Like that's all it
Yeah.
is.
But this bartender was like, I'm not making that. I don't know. No. So I
Like,
thought that was pretty
but also,
funny.
like, no, if you're gonna not drink, like, I fully support that. But like, know exactly what it is. Like, hey, can you just take some cold coffee and put it in a martini glass? Like, don't ask for like unless it's right. And we all know what a non-alcoholic daiquiri or what. God,
Yeah.
just get a Sprite. Stop
We
making
know
life so complicated.
you just want to drink something out of a martini glass. Just have
Yeah,
water.
yeah.
Just have your water in a
Little,
martini glass with an olive. Call
little
it a
Shirley
day.
Temple in there.
Yeah.
Oh, fancy it right on up. A little
Used to
cherry,
love
you'd be good to go.
used to love Shirley Temples when I was little.
Oh, still do.
All right. So
Still do.
our topic for today, and this came out of and everybody I talked to on Thanksgiving, you chit chat, you're like, how you doing? What's going on? It's like at least a couple people I talked to mentioned, oh, be careful of this scam that's going around. So I thought we could talk about some present day, back in the day, and different kind of scams that are happening right now. So have you ever been scammed where like you lost
Oh,
maybe not a
I haven't.
significant amount of money, but you're like, God damn it, they got me.
I ah, I don't know that I lost money, but I almost got roped in once. So it was probably 12 to 15 years ago. So like early in the super targeted, like don't trust anything kind of mentality. And I knew better, but it was like 7:30. I had just signed up for Amazon Prime. Like it wasn't something that like I now it's, been years that I've had it. This was like I was either on a free trial or something. And I got an email that said something about your account. And so like I called the number. Like it looked all legitimate. Like this was way before I really knew how to like identify them all. And it was like, oh, well, like just let me log into your computer and I can go ahead and fix it. And like it was 7:30 in the morning. I was still getting the bye boogers out. And as I'm like going through this, like I'm starting to feel uncomfortable about it. And almost kind of sense like, okay, something doesn't seem right here. They had like just connected to my computer and I go, I don't trust this. So I unplugged everything, undid the battery, unplugged the route. Like I just basically shut all the electricity off so they couldn't. So they never actually got in and got to everything.
Wow.
But that was like, and I mean, at the time, really, it was probably a work computer. There was probably not much, although I probably logged into my bank account from there, which they could have gotten everything. And then I went in and I changed like my passwords to most of this stuff. So I
Right.
never really quite got, but like for sure. Now I will tell you, and I can give you as much detail because you don't have much experience in this. But shortly after my divorce, when I started online dating, the amount of not real people and the
Oh, I
like you
bet.
knew it was coming, right? You could see the red flags coming. I have to give it to whoever was doing all of these things because they would go for the long game. For sure go
Mm-hmm.
for the lot, right? They'd start texting and you'd notice, like initially I would notice, oh, they're only texting in an 8-hour range. Like they're on their 8-hour shift. And this is the only time
Oh,
there's
yeah.
correspondence back and forth,
Yeah. It's
right?
like, yeah, I got it.
And there's always an excuse as to why I can't call, right? We can never have calls. It's always just text message. Um, if they want to go to like a WhatsApp or a provider or an app or some other way that's not just phone texting, like it's an international kind of thing. Um, if they were widowed, if they had small children that they had to care for all by themselves and something tragic happened to the babies. These were
Right.
all things I'm like, yeah, not a real person, not a real person. But like it'd take you'd take, at least a week or two till you started really, really seeing it. And it was like, this like, you don't even know. I'm broke. I don't have any money. Like,
Right.
yeah, I'm going to send you $5,000 because you got to get home to see your mom who's not like, no, but man,
Well, I I
those were
did
fun.
watch I did watch The Tinder Swindler
Yeah, that was a good
on
one.
Netflix and maybe
Yeah.
one or two other ones along the same lines. And yeah, those are scary because people think that they're meeting somebody,
Yeah.
that I could have a relationship with this person.
Yeah.
And they're building up and building up to like meeting in person, and that just never
It's never
happens.
going to
And
happen.
it's always a sense of urgency, like, oh, I need you to send me this money right away, right away. And some of
Right
them,
away.
they'll string them along for tens of thousands of dollars. I know somebody that fell for the Keanu Reeves scam. She really
The
thought
Keanu
she
Reeves scam?
was, well, it was this kind of the same thing where this
She
somebody
thought
was
she was talking to
pretending to
Keanu
be
Reeves?
Keanu Reeves. Yeah, and she really thought she
What?
was communicating with Keanu Reeves and that he was going to fly in and meet her and pick her up in his private jet and take her like to lunch or something. She
I
showed
don't think
up.
he has a private jet, but still, that's
Exactly.
wild.
And she showed up at the bar in like all dressed up and she's like, I'm going to have a drink before I head down to the airport. And we're like, wait, what? What?
You're out of your mind.
And she wouldn't really listen to anybody. And I think when she finally realized it, she was embarrassed. But
Well, of
And
course you'd be
I
embarrassed.
looked it up because she wouldn't believe anybody that this was a scam. And I said, look, go online. There's an LA Times article. This happened to a woman in like Marina Del Rey last year. Same exact thing. And I think when they showed that to her, she finally realized that, but it's like people are lonely. There are really lonely people out there, and they just believe what they want to believe, and it starts out small, like, oh, can you just send me a couple $100? I don't get paid till the end of the week, and I can't keep communicating with you if I don't pay
Phone bill.
my phone bill or my wireless bill, whatever.
Yeah.
And people just get wrapped up in those. So those are the saddest scams when they just prey on lonely people that
Especially when
just
it's lonely older people, right? So
right.
I periodically get those calls from my mom that says, okay, my mom, who by the way is 87 and
Uh-huh.
pretty sharp for 87, like she's not going to fall for most things, but she'll be like, I got yesterday she calls me, she goes, I got 3 phone calls today and I didn't answer them. I told her, if somebody needs to get a hold of you, they'll find a way. So there's no law that requires you to answer your phone. If you don't recognize the name and the number, don't answer it. If it doesn't pop up with somebody in your contact, don't answer it. If they need to get a hold of you, they will. Just let it go. So she got 3 calls yesterday from somebody. They didn't leave a message, but like a name came up. I said, well, what did you, like in the last 48 hours, where have you logged in or like signed up for something?
Yeah.
Because that's where it was. She says, well, I had to go do something with my Medi-Cal or Medicare, whichever one she's on. I said, well, yeah, that's it. They sell your phone number to somebody. And then those 3 things are probably like life insurance or a plot for your like, right. It's targeted towards you. It's just some sort of, it's not necessarily a scam, but they're just trying to sell you something, but just don't answer it. You don't need any of it. Just leave it alone. You're fine.
Yeah, I don't think my
Don't
mom's
click it.
answered her house phone in the last 10 years. She screens everything. And if somebody's going to call her, they're going to call her cell phone because they have that number. They're not going
Yeah.
to call the house. Who's going to call the house?
Or if
Nobody
somebody's going to
calls
call
the
the
house
house
anymore.
that they're trying to get a hold of and they can't get a hold of her, they'll keep trying to find a different
Right.
way to get a hold of her. Like they'll call
They'll
you,
find
be
you.
like, "Yo, can you call your mom?"
Yeah.
They'll find a way. If the
So,
bank really needs you to do something, they'll find a way to get
yeah,
you to
they'll
do it.
probably email you. The first thing, well, okay, so back in our day, it was infomercials on TV where
Yep.
they were all trying to sell you something. But I remember as a kid seeing commercials, regular commercials on TV for speed reading. Remember those?
Yeah.
Where the guy's like this, he's all flipping the pages,
Those were scams.
flipping the pages.
That's not real. We can
Apparently they
retain
were.
all.
I mean, I didn't think of it at the time as a scam, but looking back, it's like they were totally a scam. And a lot of these infomercials, like, do you remember Kevin Trudeau selling his mega memory class? He
I
had a
remember the
lot of
memory. I
them.
didn't remember the name, but I remember
He had a
yeah.
lot of them. If you saw him, you'd say, "Oh yeah, that guy."
Yeah.
But basically, what they're selling is more like lessons. Like they'll sell you the
Yeah.
introductory book or set of tapes or whatever, and then, oh well, if you want to get really good, you got to keep buying. Got to keep buying, buying, buying. And a lot of these, like, do you remember the subliminal stuff that you played a tape at night while you're sleeping? It's supposed to help you lose weight or quit smoking or whatever.
Uh-huh. Yep.
Most of those were uh, like classical music,
Yeah.
and then with some affirmations thrown in there. But most of these, there was no science behind them. It was just
No.
somebody saying, you know what? Hey, look, you can lose weight
I,
if
f-
I talk to
I
you in the
feel
middle of
like
the night while you're sleeping.
I feel like one of the biggest ones we had that was kind of like jokes on you was Columbia House Records.
Oh, yeah.
Like, right? You'd get 12 records for a penny, and then you had to buy like 3 over the course of like some time
Yeah.
period. But like nobody ever bought the 3, and then they never
No,
came out. Like I think I signed up for it like 4 times.
they couldn't enforce it. And
Like,
and everybody, we were all minors. You could not
yeah,
enforce a
you
contract
can't.
with a
Yeah,
minor. Yeah. So
yeah.
they'd get their penny.
Yeah, it's like like I said, reverse scam. It was fantastic. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
It's
stacked
like
my musical library.
the joke was on them. It's kind of
Yeah.
like the car washes out here. You know, they all sell subscriptions, and it's like you can have unlimited for like a month, and you're like, hey, you're gonna owe me money at the end of this. I'm gonna wash my car every day.
That's kind
So,
of what I try to do with introductory offers is try and be the person that they hate the most, that I want to
hmm
do it so much that they're not making any money off of it. That's
yeah.
that's
Well,
the
and
game I play with
that's
myself.
the thing now is you don't get a discount on anything unless you sign up for the subscription.
There's a lot of subscriptions for everything.
And it's all auto pay too. So you forget about it. And
Yeah.
then you're like, oh crap, what's that
I
charge? Oh yeah, I signed up for that. But a lot of those, like I know Kevin Trudeau's thing was he also had a book, Natural Cures That They Don't Want You to Know About. Well, first of all, who's they? Oh, the pharmaceutical industry. Like they're keeping things secret from you. Like, oh, we don't want you to know about this vitamin because it's our secret. If you had it, you would never need pharmaceutical drugs again. Yep,
There's so many.
there's so many.
I will
And
say one of my favorite documentaries that was wild, that was the biggest scam ever, was Firefest,
oh
where
yeah.
that
Oh
was,
yeah.
it's like, how did you get people to pay? Like, how did this whole thing happen? And then after he got out of jail, he came back, he was going to try and do it again.
Mhm. Yeah,
And people were buying it.
I
What
know.
is happening?
It was
Oh,
crazy. That was a good one.
crazy.
That was a
That was
good
a good
one.
one. That was
Yep.
a good one. That was,
Um,
documentary was so good.
anytime anybody says, "Oh, y- no diet or exercise required." Okay, so we're taking meth? Is
Yeah.
that what this is that how we're going to lose weight?
And
Because that's the only way
I'm
you can
totally okay with that. Let's do it. If that's
that's
the
the
way.
only way.
It's the
It's
only
like
way.
the whole it's too good to be true thing.
It
You
is.
really you don't believe that at first. People cling to hope and effortless transformation just because they want to, or they're
Yeah.
desperate, or, like especially people with different types of pain. Pain, especially the promise of no pain, is a big thing for people. So you have like these, like those patches. A lot of
Oh yeah.
those pain patches are worthless. Um, and But people will buy it because it's like, oh, well, I've tried everything else. I might as well try it.
And there is, I read a book, I don't even remember the title, but it was basically all about the placebo effect. And
Mm-hmm.
I was absolutely d- just shocked and amazed at how effective the placebo effect, like high percentages, 20 to 30% in some cases. And
Right.
not only does it convince you, but there were some cases where there's physiological changes. So it was like this group is taking the blood pressure medication and this group isn't. But the group that isn't has like a 30% reduction in their blood pressure because they think they're taking it
Right.
and they think it's working. And I'm like,
The
what?
mind
It's
is a weird
crazy.
thing. The mind is a weird
It
thing.
works. If
And I
you can
think,
convince if you can
right,
convince yourself.
if people have spent, a significant amount of money on something, they're going to try and convince themselves that it's working.
Yeah.
Hair growth is another one. For women, it's all about weight loss. For men, it's all about hair growth out there. And some of those, it's literally like spray stuff in a can that you're spraying on your head, and it sticks to the hair that you do have and makes it look like you have
Look
hair.
like it. Yeah.
Don't go out in the rain, though. Don't go out in the rain.
Don't go to the gym.
Don't go to the gym.
Don't do
Uh,
it.
but yeah, the one that really got me was the leftover inventory electronics scam, where you're literally buying something out of the back of a van. How does this not
So we used to
scream
call that
that
trash
it's
can run.
not legit? And people think they're buying iPads or, back in the
Right.
day,
For
DVD
$50.
players and
Yeah.
VCRs, and then they get home and open the box and it's a bunch of bricks or something, something that weighs what it would weigh. And it's like, what? You bought it for cash from someone out of the back of a van in a parking lot. What? Really?
I mean, back in the
Really?
day, you could get some really good stereo speakers from the back of a van, and those were probably, trash can runs, but I don't know that I'd be, not today.
Oy, it's
Although with the
crazy.
amount of retail theft happening locally in Southern California, you might be able to actually get a good one at a really good deal from somebody somewhere.
Yeah. Yeah. But
So that went through for a while that actually got they didn't end up losing any money, but the grandma was in a car accident
oh yeah.
where it's like really noisy and the voices, and so right, and grandma goes, Zach, right? They say, Zach, is this you? And then the person goes, oh yeah, this is Zach, right? Um, and that happened to Mark's mom. She got a call that said grandma was in a car accident. They immediately hung up and called, and it was early in the morning, so everybody was asleep. So like they weren't getting, and they were trying, and then it took them 15 or 20 minutes to
Right.
finally get through to somebody to make sure. But so we've always had a family code word, so that if anybody says, hey, like to my kids, hey, I'm here to pick you up, or your mom's sent me, like they have to give the code word. And
Right.
if somebody calls and says, hey, what's the code word? If they don't know the code word,
Banana.
that's not, it's not banana. Um, I'll tell
Stuffing
you
patty.
offline. Long toenails. I don't know why I thought of that. That's fucking weird.
But you know what? The funny thing is, it's like if someone will find a way around it or a way to exploit it or a way to make money off it, they will.
They will,
So, I mean,
for real.
I used to love that show. Was it David Horowitz? Consumer, it was like
Oh,
Consumer
Consumer Reports.
Beware,
Yeah, yeah,
Consumer
yeah,
Reports,
yeah.
something like that. And he would go through all of the scams and all of
He's with
the,
his microphone.
you know,
Yeah. They'd
I
go
loved
into the
that
stores
show.
and be like, you scam this lady. Yeah, that was good. That was a fun one. That was a fun
Okay,
one.
so you remember the Nigerian prince scam,
Of
or they called it the
course.
Nigerian letter
Yeah,
scam,
he
and
was
you'd
going to
get a
give them a
letter
million
saying,
dollars.
"Yeah, you get $1 million, but I need 5,000 up front to release
Yep.
it, or legals, or
Right. Well, I
customs
have
or
to
whatever."
get, yeah.
And I remember, you remember Chris Hansen? I think he was
Mm-hmm.
on. I don't know. Was it NBC?
I
Dateline?
don't remember
One of
what.
those shows. He was the one that did To Catch a Predator, where they
Yep.
would set up the sting with the guys coming to think they were meeting, pedophiles coming to think they were getting a thrill, which was really, really disturbing. But he did one where they followed this scam all the way through, the Nigerian prince scam. And it got down to the point where they were physically meeting with somebody. So they set it up at like a hotel somewhere. They had the whole room wired up, and the guy comes in, and it's Chris Hansen. Like, you wouldn't recognize him. But the guy had an accent, whether he was actually Nigerian or not, who knows? And he starts, Chris Hansen starts asking him a lot of questions, and finally the guy's like, you know what? I gotta go. We're gonna have to reschedule this. We're gonna have to reschedule this, and he
I'm out of here.
booted on out of there. But it was like they followed it all the way to as far as they could, just to show people, look don't fall for this stuff.
Yeah.
Don't
Well, and
fall for it.
like another one that I thought was the Theranos. Like
Oh
that was
yeah.
crazy. Like we want so badly for like modern medicine to be able to take a prick of my blood and tell me all of these things, but like when you start thinking about it, you're like, it's not possible. And if it was
Mm-mm.
possible, we'd be doing it already. Like
Yeah.
we're and just millions and millions of dollars flooding through, and then just it,
Well, and you think
no
about
real evidence, like no real
in
progress, no real evidence, no real,
in
and you're like,
any of
here's another
these
million.
in any of these, if this could like cure me or make me $1 million, don't you think everybody would be doing it?
Yeah.
You know, if it was that easy, don't you think everybody would have done it by now? It's like, but it does take some life experience to get through some of
Weed
this
through
stuff and
them. Yeah.
realize that, okay, that was a scam. The most popular one right now, and I guess I wouldn't call it a scam, but just a sales pitch, is the free dinner, but you have to sit through an investment portfolio
They do
sales
that all the
pitch.
time. Like they do that all with
It's
the
like timeshares.
timeshares.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the new
You
timeshares.
can
It's okay. you can sign with our financial planning company and here's your free dinner. And it's like, God, it's just not even worth it. It's not even worth the free dinner
I'd
to
rather
have to sit through
starve.
a hard pressure sales pitch on anything. So, let me
The
see.
other,
Go ahead.
the other documentary and story that was wild was the Manatee Teo, where the football player who got
Oh,
scammed
yeah.
into a relation. God, and like I watched the documentary and I felt so bad, right? Like here he is,
Wasn't there
he's
where catfish came from? The term catfish came from
started.
that whole
Well, it might have
thing.
been earlier, but that
Yeah.
was probably the most well known one. But it just was so. It's just so sad. Like you're going through something and somebody just preys on that,
Exploits it.
going through something and just doubles, triples, quadruples down, and then you're in so deep, right? Then the shame and the embarrassment, and like, how do you get? Dude, it's
Yeah.
crazy. People suck.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's like the new timeshares is the free
Yeah,
dinner. Here's a free
yeah.
weekend in Mexico, but you got to spend a whole day in a ballroom listening to something you're not going to buy. And they
Not
know.
at all.
They know the ones that will and the ones that won't. Um, how about the biofeedback electrical impulse gadgets to help you stop smoking? They're still out there. They are still out there. Or the one you
Oh,
put on your
yeah, I
abs.
remember that
Dude,
one.
you're going to have rock hard abs. Just strap this on and it's going to like electrically stimulate your muscles and
And you don't have
work
to
out
do
your
any
abs.
extra, so you can
Nope.
sit on the couch and watch TV and get 6-pack abs. No, no, you
Yep.
can't.
Yep. While
Maybe
you're eating
eventually.
chips. Yep.
Maybe eventually. I don't know. I never tried it.
The ones that I see most often now are text messages or emails where they're imitating a company's logo, like FedEx or
Yeah,
UPS. Your package is waiting, or your package can't be released.
there's a
Um,
lot of
I got
You're like,
one time.
I didn't order anything.
Yeah, I got one time. It was from like Alaska Airlines, and it said your your card has been charged for this amount for like basically like a confirmation that your card's
Right.
been charged. Like I bought a flight. I was like, what? And then I looked, I'm like, oh, this is a scam. And it's like, look at the email address it came from, people, or look at the
It's like
ISP. Is it ISP or
FedEx
IPS?
at
I don't know.
ISP,
ISP. And it's
Internet
just a
Service
bunch
Provider.
of garbage.
Yeah. The FedEx
That
at blah,
doesn't
blah,
make
blah, blah,
sense.
blah, blah, dot TI.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta,
So,
but people just, they get so fast and they want to get through it and they're just not really looking. And yeah, just, I don't, nope. I
yeah.
love that my phone suspects it before and it says suspected scam, suspected spam. Okay. Well, I'm not answering it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I,
On your phone,
I
it's like
it's
Desert
easy.
Center. You know what's in Desert Center? It's a burned out
Nothing.
building in the middle next to the highway. Like I picture some guy on a phone like, "Yo, hello, you want
I
to buy a cemetery plot? Oh, it's hot out here." It's
There are
like
guys in prison. They're jailers. It's the
exactly.
call center in jail. I do really love the people online when they record, or like they'll get like, hi, is this so and so, and they'll hand the phone to like their toddler. Or they'll like put in a weird voice and they'll go, can you give me that number? And they just go on and on and
Oh,
on. And
yeah.
this is just so
Those are
funny.
those are funny where they just the person's like, can you just give me your credit card? Yeah, hold on. Hold on.
Right.
Let me
Oh,
get they're having a full conversation with somebody in the background, and
yeah. And then
those
they'll like
are
put the numbers and they do them wrong. Oh God. Or like they're pretending to be really old and see like, and the call goes on for like 25 minutes that they're going through. And finally the other person's like, fuck this, I'm hanging up.
I wish I
It's
had the
like,
patience or creativity for that. But yeah, some of them are pretty good. Um, but the post office one is another one
yeah, it's a big
where
one.
people think that, oh, the post office is sending me a message. It's like
No, they're not.
the post office doesn't have your phone number. They're not going to text you. So, no. Don't start handing
I don't
over
even
money.
know. Yeah, I don't even know that the post office really has the capability of being able to call you or email you at this point. Like they're old school. We're still putting stamps on letters. We're we're etch a
Exactly.
sketching here. This is not advancements in technology.
I got tin cans on a string.
That's about where we're at.
That's how we'll get to you.
I feel
Um,
like the California lottery is probably the biggest scam of all scams. Like, yeah, people do win, but also when people don't win or they don't claim their money, like, where does that go?
hmm I always say the lottery is for people who are bad at math, but but it could be
Can't win
me.
if you
Why
don't
not
play.
me? Could be me.
I say I probably buy maybe, I don't know, $60 worth of lottery tickets maybe a year. That's it. If it's a big one and I happen to be at somewhere that has it, all right, here's 20. If I have cash and I stop, like, all the things line up and I got a 20, I'll buy 5 tickets. I'll buy 10 tickets.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not, mortgaging
You're
my
not
life
out
here.
there. I gotta go get my tickets. Gotta go get my
No,
tickets.
I don't have like a whole system, and I don't have numbers and all lucky rabbit's foot. I just, you know what? I toss a 20 down, and if I win, great. If I don't, it's
Yeah.
20. You gotta at least
And
try sometimes.
we should touch on Ponzi, pyramid, and MLM schemes.
Yeah, Ponzi
I
was
think
big.
they currently they kind of skate the laws because they can, there's technicalities that
Yeah, they find
prevent them
loopholes.
from being outright scams. But that LuLaRoe documentary, that was fascinating.
That
And
was
just like any other, I
wild.
mean, the product was just crappy. I mean, I'm sure it was kind of okay in the beginning, but then it just mass produced. It was horrible. These ugly leggings. And, they suck these women in for like thousands of dollars just to get your like starter kit. It was like $5,000 or $6,000 just to buy
It's
in.
crazy.
And the women that made it work were the ones that got in the beginning, and they, went in both feet, whole head, and did it. Like they had a YouTube channel where they could reach a lot of
You,
people and,
yeah, yeah.
make money.
With all of those, like, you always had to be in early, and you had to really really work it if you wanted to get any sort of, and hats off to people that want to do it. Like, if you're really into candles and you want to sell Scentsy because you are into it and you have a pretty decent connection with friends, and you're not
It's
like
your full-time job. You can't do it part-time. Like, oh, I have a
no,
job. I'm going to do this on the
you
weekends. No, it has to be your full-time job.
you got to do a lot of, it's nowadays with so many other options that are right. Like, I can just go to, if I want candles, I'll just go to Amazon and buy them. Like, there's, I think, less and less people wanting to use it as a social engagement to have friends over, and like, there's just people don't want to do that anymore.
Yeah.
They don't
Yeah.
want any part of it. And no,
Yeah.
I don't want to
So,
have a party
no, I don't want to have a party. Oh my God.
to
And
invite the same people that these are my 10
ugh,
friends.
when
They're
you're in
already
a,
here.
when you're in a town of less than 1,000 people, I mean, I can't go to
They've been
10
to
of
all the parties.
these. I
I've
mean,
been to all the parties.
I've been to all of them. Cabby was another one. Cabby. And the clothing was expensive and like not all that great, nothing special. But it was like, oh, you can be a cabbie representative. I'm like, who would I sell to? There's 5 people in this room that have already had a party.
It's yeah.
Yeah, and the candles and the jewelry
Yep.
and
And the Mary Kay and the Pampered
mm-hmm.
Chef, and yeah, it's a lot.
Shackley,
Shackley,
doTERRA,
Amway,
Amway.
the little alarms that you unplug. That was a very short-lived one.
Oh yeah.
It had a little pin in it, and so you'd put one like on your hip and attach one to the purse, and so somebody ripped your purse
Oh
off, the
right.
whole thing would go wah, wah, wah. Yeah.
Meanwhile, the
And then
person has your purse and is already halfway down the block.
like, what's anybody gonna do? Nobody's gonna do anything.
No. It's like car alarms. Nobody does anything with car
Nobody does
alarms now.
anything.
Aye. All right. Anything else about scams? I can't think of anything else. Like, I love a good gadget. I love a good as seen on TV gadget, but a lot of those are just junky crap.
I really enjoyed the As Seen on TV store. Like those were fun to walk through. And if you
Yeah.
needed a good white elephant gift, or you just were like, I don't even know what to get, you could find something in there for super cheap that was going to be, it's going to be fun at least.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I
R.I.P.
have the
the
slap chop. We still have a slap chop. That thing, I love that thing. We use it all the time for garlic. And I mean, we have
oh,
a Ronco, what's the rotisserie?
food.
The
I was going to say
set it
food
and forget it.
dehydrator.
And we
Well,
use that a
Ronco
lot.
had
We
a
don't
great,
use it.
they had a
Yeah.
great, yeah. I don't
We
feel like
didn't,
those were scams. They were just right.
yeah.
It's like Ronco of our day is like Ninja is today, right? You've
Right.
got the Ninja ice cream maker and the Ninja
Slushy
food
maker,
processor and the new, yeah,
air
right.
fryer.
It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Ronco, Ninja. I wonder if we did a deep dive, if we found some parallels to whoever started or created or is invested in both of those.
Well,
I
Ron
might have.
Popeil was Ronco.
He was the best,
Um,
man.
and he had the Pocket Fisherman, which was a piece of
Yeah.
crap. He had he had a lot of like kitchen things.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and then there was
I think we had the food dehydrator.
did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sort of.
eventually it's going to dehydrate. Like it took a little longer than, well, because you had to be able to slice whatever it was super, super thin to
Right.
get it to work in the 2 hours. But yeah, eventually it did. Yeah, it worked fine. You did it twice and you threw it away because you're like, this takes way too much work to prep, and I'm just going to go buy beef jerky.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like unless you're really into it.
Yeah, I'm not.
But they still have the As Seen on TV section in like the supermarket. And where else have I seen it? Like Bed Bath and Beyonce used to have a As Seen on TV
Oh yeah,
section.
yeah.
Uh, but
I
I
because I
love all
don't
those.
because I have antenna, I get some of those good old TV, old commercials. I get Chia Pet. I get that one a lot. That one comes up a lot. I
I
do
have a
like the
Bob
Chia Pet.
Ross Chia Pet.
Nice. That's
Yeah,
awesome.
yeah.
That's awesome.
That was another one on the list. It's like you can't really get it to grow. You gotta really work at getting it to grow evenly because the sun moves, and you got to keep turning it, or
You
you
gotta
get
like
like one side
spin
is
it.
all full and the other side is like not.
You got to get it on like some sort of like lazy Susan that
Yeah,
time
exactly.
just that's on a
Little
timer
thing that
that
rotates. There you go. That's a
moves at
good
the same
idea.
speed of the sun. Well, every now and then I have a
Um,
good idea.
yeah, we still have a Flowbee. I don't use it. Tom uses it to cut his hair. Yeah, I think we're on our second one, actually.
That's great.
It works. Hey, it works. I don't think he's
That's
paid for a
awesome.
haircut in 30 years. I can't use it on my hair. Like it's fine if you
No.
have like short men's hair, but yeah, good times.
I need so much help with this mess.
Yeah, me too.
Although, on Black Friday, I did buy a new hairbrush and I am delighted with it. It is fantastic. I never thought I would enjoy a new hairbrush as much as I enjoy my new hairbrush. I'm like, this is awesome.
It's the little things. It's the simple
You know,
things.
yeah, it doesn't take much these days.
Oh,
Good
yeah.
hairbrush.
All right, let's do what you're talking about, Willis.
Well, I found two. One is kind of obvious, but the other one I thought was interesting, and it kind of falls along the lines of our scam thing. And I had Delulu, which is delusional, which it's just fun to say. Delulu, like
Delulu.
Delulu. Oh my god, it's so Delulu.
It's so Delulu.
It's so
Dude,
Delulu.
you're Delulu. Get a grip.
Right? It's awesome. Spaz.
Spaz. So groovy. Spaz.
The other one I saw was secure the bag, which is to like get rich or put money into like a 401k or your investment planning as you got to secure the bag, man.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
That one too.
I like that. I actually used at work yesterday, don't get your tinsel in a tangle.
That's awesome. Did they laugh?
Yes. They said, what? I said, I said to one of my coworkers, I'm like, don't get your tinsel in a tangle over there. He's like, okay.
You're like, listen to the pod, man. You'll get it.
Listen to the pod. So I came across something just this morning when I was scrolling through the Tickety Talks.
Wow.
I Guess there's a semi-new trend out there to wear bull nose rings as bracelets.
Oh, I did see that.
An actual bull nose ring that you'd put on a bull that they sell at
Mhm.
Tractor Supply, farm supply stores, probably Cal Ranch has them, but they're selling out at these uh,
That's wild.
farm supply, tractor supply, feed supply stores, and women are wearing them as bracelets. And so it's like a hinged bracelet
Yeah,
that snaps together, but it's got like a sharp point on it because as you put it through the bull's nose, it has to go through the skin. And so it's got a sharp point, and then it also has a screw that you screw in, and that makes it on you permanently because the screw breaks off.
that seems
And
comfortable.
yeah, so I saw these videos of women that are screwing and unscrewing it every morning. So now the like jewelry designers have jumped on this trend, and they're making, because bull rings are brass. You know what
Yeah.
your wrist is going to look like after one day of
Oof.
wearing that? So the jewelry designers have jumped in on the game, and they're actually making designs inspired by the bull nose rings. And I'm like, that's a bangle bracelet. I mean, that's nothing
Yeah,
new.
straight. It's not nothing new.
However, this reminded me of, um, we made bracelets out of fishing line swivels
Yep.
back in the day. So I'm
Yeah.
like, okay,
Hmm.
somebody saw that and said, "Oh, what a cute bracelet that would make." It's like, hey, we did
I
it with fishing line
Yeah.
swivels. We raided
I
our
used to
dad's
put.
tackle boxes.
Yep. I used to you put safety pins and paper clips in my ear holes.
Mm-hmm.
No. Why? I'm like, oh,
Because
this
you're
this
punk
looks
rock.
cool. So punk rock. So anti-establishment. Give me a safety pin. Like,
Oh, God. Yeah, so I
goofy.
thought that was kind of interesting. And there's this one mother-daughter uh, um, team on TikTok that are posting videos of them going to all the different Tractor Supply stores to find. They're like, "Oh, we only got one. Okay, well, let's try this store. Let's try that store." And then there's videos from people that, live and work on real ranches and farms going, "Stop it. We need this stuff, and when we need it, we
Yeah.
want to go to the store and be able to get it. It's not your little you know, fashion show game here."
You just need a Kardashian to go, and then everybody will stop, right? Like, you
Yeah.
just need somebody to, yeah,
To say it's not cool anymore.
I guess. I feel like it'll pass pretty quickly. It'll be
Mhm.
over soon. They'll move on.
Yeah. Move on to something else.
They can put paper clips in there, and there's
Yeah,
paper clips
put paper
everywhere.
clips and
Safety pin.
big.
It's good. You look at if you have a safety pin in your ear hole and then like a button falls off, you'd be like, oh, perfect. This is good. See? You're ready to go.
You got an earring and a button holder so you don't lose your
You're all
button.
set. All set.
Little double
Do you
purpose
know how
there.
many times you're out and about and all of a sudden someone's like, do you have a safety pin? You'd be like, yeah, I do. Here. See? Purpose. Need purposeful jewelry.
Good times.
I did buy a bangle once for a white elephant gift that was like a big chunky one, and it was a flask. Like
Oh, I've
you
seen
open,
those.
yeah, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
like,
those are
yeah,
cute.
that's kind of cool. All right, whatever. Stupid gift,
I had
right?
I have a friend that her oh, no, I'm thinking of somebody else. Never mind. Never mind.
Squirrel.
Erase. Um that's all I got.
That's all I
That's
got.
all I got.
So
So
don't get duped. Don't get scammed.
stay aware and informed, and don't let
Yep.
anyone rip you off.
Off.
That
And
was the David
remember,
Horowitz.
there is no law in the world that says you have to answer your phone or your door. Don't answer it. You don't have to. It's not illegal. There's no
If it
rule.
seems
There's
too
no
good to
laws
be
against it.
true, it
It is.
probably is.
It is.
Yeah,
Not even probably. It is.
it is.
It is. All right.
Yeah.
Well, go do finish Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Shop local. Enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Have fun.
Yeah.
All right.
That's
Peace
what I'm
out,
going to do.
everybody.
All right.